Welcome to the Talkin Baseball pregame show, coming to you live from the Roosevelt Studios here in the Bronx. Jake Ronald Storielli sitting to my left. Patrick. Is your middle name Patrick? I was so focused on figuring out the middle name, I forgot the first name. And Trevor Patrick Plouffe coming to us from vacation in California. And Zach Hack Esposito behind the dish. It's a Talkin Baseball pregame show. Trev, I'm going to go to you first. How are you?
I'm doing great. That bass line just slaps sometimes. I kind of get into it. I'm still feeling the song. But last day of the vacay, I thought it was going to be smooth sailing, and then all of a sudden last night we have the explosion of the baseball unwritten rules. So now I'm kind of I'm mad. I'm happy. Just a lot of emotion about the game right now, which, as we'll talk about, baseball's been hot.
It's been doing good things and bad things, and some of the bad things are leading to good things, and that's kind of...
Yes.
We're talking about it. It's not the greatest, but we're getting headlines. Jake, how are you?
It's a process. I'm good. Great day of baseball yesterday. Reminder, 9 guys had 2 home run days. It's known as the Plouffe in some Latin American cultures. 3 walk-offs. Fernando Tatis Jr. is awesome. And hey, I've started to spin myself into the no PR is bad PR thing. If this makes more people know who Tatis Jr. is, great. Don't care about your old rules that nobody cares about. And again, the internet and the new fans of baseball have been great. The 2 managers and people over 85 years old, they're the ones mad about it. So I'm good. Baseball is great. Trev's Lakers play tonight. I'm going to go down to Dame Lillard. But we don't talk basketball here. It's a baseball podcast. So I'm doing great, baby. Huge homer draft coming later. Huge
homer draft already went.
Dude, I forgot to tweet it out. I clipped yesterday's homer draft because we were making fun of you a little bit and talking how you were going to have a great day. And I told you, you're going to have a huge week.
Yeah, thank you.
And you're on it, baby. Biggest homer draft day in history last night.
Thank you.
Bigger day coming today.
Thank you.
We all crushed it.
Yeah. Well, one a little more than everyone else, but yeah, we all did good.
Yeah, the one in first place on the season.
Yeah.
You're not in first place. You're tied for first place with me.
Do you know I hit a homer yesterday?
He hit a homer yesterday.
Yeah, I have 9.
Have you read a book 9. in your life? Okay.
Fernando Tatis, I don't know if you know this, but he hit 2 home runs last night.
He
One was on a 3-0 pitch. You guys hear about that?
I did not hear about that.
You guys are tied. That sucks, Jake.
Wow. So last place, Jimmy. Yeah. Perfect.
Oh, yeah, but that's where I like it.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Yeah.
You like it in the rear.
You know what I don't understand? The people are rooting for me to stay behind until the last second. It's like a Seabiscuit thing.
Hear that? He wants to rear your child?
I can't take an early lead. I'm not hot out of the gate a runner. I need to fight for it. And, everyone's been just great, having my back, DMing me positive things.
Hanser Alberto eats bugs.
Yes.
Yeah, he went 0 for 4 yesterday.
Tough.
Tatis, 9 guys hit 2 home runs. We had 3 of them chosen. That is pretty good by us on the homer draft. We'll get to the homer draft later. We have to tell you what's going on. If you're here for a full breakdown on Tatis Jr. swinging 3-0, you're not going to find it. This is the pregame show. I can give you a quick thought. It's dumb. I think everyone here will say that. We're going to go fully into it on the Talkin Baseball Trevor's Tidbits episode that we're recording right after this. If you're a patron, you can listen live right after this. If not, it'll be out tomorrow morning on YouTube and all the podcast apps where we will go a full deep dive into it. But for now, we got to talk some baseball because we've got a full slate. One less than a full slate?
One less than a full slate. We still got the Reds out.
I don't care. It's full enough for me. I'm going to tell you about the East. Is that cool?
Please.
Am I up?
Please.
All right.
Do it.
On the East Coast, we have the Rays facing off against the Yankees. A good battle between two good teams, and the pitching matchups this series are premier. Blake Snell up against Masahiro Tanaka. One of those guys crushes their opponent. The other guy gets crushed by the opponent, but two really good arms battling it out in the East. There, the Nationals and the Braves are playing. The Braves got Voth on the opposing mound trying to beat him into submission. They hate him so much. Josh Timlin on the bump for them. Nats trying to get climbing back to 500. Kind of odd. Mets and the Marlins. I said yesterday the Mets had to beat the Marlins. They did. They did. Now you got David Peterson and Humberto Mejia. Two guys not in my book. Any in your book, Trev? No.
Nope.
Not in Trev's book. So they're playing. Big home runs in that game yesterday. Looking for more today. Phillies and the Red Sox in the battle of the bad bullpens and bad pitching. They face off. Zach Godley versus Zach Eflin. Zach Godley spells it with a CK. Zach Eflin spells it with a CH. Producer Zach, what are your thoughts here on the Zach Bowl real quick?
I'm always on the CK side.
Obviously.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when we talked about Mark with a C versus Mark with a K. There's a right and a wrong way. Yep. So we're all rooting for Godlin over Led Eflin, besides Trev, because I think that's his boy. Blue Jays and the Orioles are facing off. Nate Pearson gets a little redemption after he gets messed around for his first time in the bigs. Wade LeBlanc for Baltimore, who's kind of on the skids, but still winning. They can be that could be fun if the Blue Jays win and the Orioles lose, they start having like the same record. So that's everything going on in the East, unless I missed something. I don't think I did.
Yeah, for the first time in a while, I don't have anybody in my book on this slate today, which is tough for me. It's tough for me to see that. I have a walk-off hit against Josh Tomlin, but that's about it, man.
Walk-off hit, huh?
Yeah, it's not that exciting.
Phillies, Red Sox. I mean, if you like run scoring, tune in for that. That Blue Jays Orioles game, interested to see how that one ends up spinning. Pearson does get knocked around. If he gets knocked around again, you can expect potentially a lot of runs in that game. Also, two guys that have had good performances at certain points this year. Baseball. Mets had a big day yesterday. Will they carry it? And I think the Rays and Yankees is one of the best games on the baseball slate, if not the best one. And you'll see a little bit more about that in a little bit.
We lost Trev?
It looks like we've lost Trevor Plouffe for a little bit.
Bummer.
He will return.
Oh, yeah.
I believe.
I believe he will return.
I believe in a thing called love.
Just listen to the rhythm of my heart. Can you
Never
sing
had
that,
one.
Zach? Can you sing that song?
I could definitely try, but maybe not
Do
here.
you have that high pitch in you?
I've done stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. You should
Same.
recreate the music video.
Same.
You sing it, have Jake
We should
recreate
do a
the music
band.
video.
We should get together sometime, make some music.
No response from Zach on that.
Leaving a thing called love.
Trev probably likes that song. Sicko.
Soft.
Jake, you want to tell us what's going on in the Central as we wait for Trev to rejoin?
I will. It seems like he just set a question mark. So what should I tell him?
Rejoin.
Hey, rejoin. You gonna send him a new link or something, Zach?
Does he need a new one? If the old one doesn't work, I'll send him a new one.
So I'll let you guys look into that while I serenade the people with what's going on in the Central. The Cleveland Indians and Cookie Carrasco having a pretty solid year so far against the Pittsburgh Pirates, and JT Brubaker on the bump. Thinking the Cleveland will roll. You never know. That's why they play the games, baby. What else do we have in the Central? Holy smokes. Reds Royals gets canceled. How about your Tigers and the White Sox, baby? Tariq Skubal, top big-time prospect for the Tigers, against Dylan Cease. Supposed to be a big-time young pitcher for the White Sox. That's fun if you like the future of the AL Centrale. Milwaukee Beer Makers Corbin Burns will start it off for the Brewers against Kenta Maeda for the Twinkies. And then the St. Louis Cardinals, basically an off day for them. They only have to play 9 innings. Daniel Ponce de Leon and his Fountain of Youth versus the Cubbies and Yu Darvish, who's been really good this year. And that's what's going on in the Central?
Who Darvish?
You Darvish?
Tariq Skubal, huh?
You like that name?
I don't know.
It's a funky one. What's
What
it
is it?
about?
Yeah, what is it? What's Tariq?
Tariq?
He's
Let's see.
6'3". He's from Hayward, California.
So maybe it's Tariq?
23 years old, 272 days.
California love.
He's
Seattle.
He's not the youngest starting pitcher pitching tonight.
Seattle University guy.
Whoa.
Number 34 prospect by Baseball America coming into this season.
Went to Kingman Academy. Only pitcher from Kingman. Yeah, Tariq Skubal. That's exciting. Still no Trev. There's a guy pitching for the Padres who's younger than him. Was the youngest? Morejon, youngest guy in all of majors last year. But that's the West Coast update, which maybe Trev will come back and give us, but maybe not.
What do you like in the Central, Jim?
Not much,
Okay.
to be honest. The Central kind of sometimes brings a lot of firepower, but they're not doing much for me at all. You got Carrasco versus Brubaker. We have on John Boy and Jake Radio, we made our bet on that. So that's kind of interesting. No, it's not. The Central does nothing for me.
Oh.
The Central's doing today. Just today, Trev. Do you have anything you want to watch in the Central? I mean, we got 2 games not happening. You got Skubal making his debut is the biggest story.
Sleep on that Brewers-Twins game.
Twins are making the playoffs, so I don't care about them anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I always love the Brewers-Twins. It's a good rivalry. But, yeah, I mean, the Central, like I said yesterday, cream is rising to the top. We're going to continue to see it. I'm looking at the slate right now. I mean, there's nothing that really stands out. I always say the Reds got to keep going. Like, I want to see more and more out of them. They're not playing, right? Or are they playing?
No, they're canceled.
So that's my team that I always watch for in the Central is the Reds. And if they're not playing, I mean, it's kind of an empty slate for me today.
Would you rather marry a Brewer or a Twin? Brewer for you. You love beer.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's a good question, Jim.
Thanks.
I mean, what does the Twin bring into the table? Just because she's a Twin doesn't mean much.
It's kind of creepy. Twins kind of.
Jim's not a big Twin
Little
guy.
bit.
I mean, we have good friends that are twins, but I mean, twins.
It
are
is a
weird.
little creepy, no doubt.
Yeah.
Hey, the Cardinals Cubs. Look, that's always a good series. We want to see the Cardinals play more games. You Darvish on the hill. It's a good game. It's a good game to watch.
Daddy.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What the hell is happening out west, Trevor?
Tell us, Trev. There's so much happening out
so
west.
hot, baby.
Maybe the
It's
base-
hot. Jake's
What you got?
Rocks in Houston. Antonio Sensatella versus Zach Greinke. Zach Greinke's is he must-watch TV? I don't know. He kind of is, but then I kind of get bored watching him pitch sometimes. I don't know.
I have that same feeling.
It's weird. Anyways, then after that, the game that everyone's going to be watching to see, my Padres versus the Rangers, Adrian Morejon. God, I might have just messed that up. I looked for a pronunciation key. There
You did
wasn't
good.
one versus Mike Minor. We all know Mike cannot retaliate against Tatis because of what he did last year. Giants down in Anaheim, Trevor Cahill versus Jake's Dylan Bundy. The Dylan Bundy shove it up Jake's butt. Tour is in full effect. We'll see how it goes tonight. A is down in Arizona. They got walked off last night. They did get walked off last night. Frankie Montas versus Luke Weaver. That's a fun one. And rounding things off in the West, the 7-17 Mariners down in LA against the 17-7 Dodgers. Marco Gonzalez versus Tony Gonsolin. The cream is rising to the top. Cream is rising to the top. And that's what's going on out west.
Some good stuff out west.
Some early West Coast games today.
Yeah. The West has been an entertaining division, maybe the most entertaining division so far. We always say there's good pitching matchups. We always, now we have this Tatis storyline. The Padres have been fun to watch. So
I do agree. Well, the East Coast has been pretty bad baseball. There's a lot of teams playing poorly in the Eastern region.
Yeah. Couple
the
injuries.
Central, no one's
Couple
playing.
injuries because of that.
The
Yeah.
Central has games canceled every single night, and the Cubs are really good, but now they're leveling out. Twins are really good. No one cares about
I was
that.
going to say, is the West Coast the only group that's been COVID-free? Because I think that's a factor as well. Their teams and their games have kept rolling throughout.
Yeah, you know what's cool about the West Coast games is you get to see everyone online, you guys included, like late night. Like, people are different late at night.
Yeah, Trev, I saw you running hot. I told Jake this. I saw you running hot on the 3-0 thing, and we had just finished recording here in the studio. I got home at like 12:45, 1 a.m. I was like, why is Trev running so hot? And then I saw the quotes and everything, and then I got hotter than I think you were. So it's just dumb. We'll talk about it.
It was so dumb.
Yeah.
The West was fantastic last night, and about that hour period, you had David the Freight Train Peralta with a walk-off. You had Tommy LaStella, a little paisan close to my heart. He gets the walk-off, and then the Tatis show happens. And the Seager Bowl was wrapping up, too. West Coast baseball.
I'm telling you what, man. If Dylan Bundy goes out tonight and shows,
God.
I'm going to do whatever I can to get him on this show. I will reach out to whoever I have to reach out to. He's probably not aware that you've been talking so much crap.
No, he's not a big internet guy. I looked into that at one point.
So maybe we'll just let him just hang. Like, let him keep doing his thing.
Just keep it right on my shoulder.
Does
all
Dylan
year.
Bunder listen to podcasts?
Just like a weird, creepy barber just dropping it on my shoulder all year. Thanks, Dylan Bundy.
I love it.
Trev, we both have some left coast what to watch for us tonight. Yours is the big one, so I maybe just punch it.
Yeah, look, like we said, we're going to go into it in depth a little more, but I'm curious to see how Tatis Jr. responds. I mean, he got thrown under the bus by his coach, his manager. You know, you saw Haas and Machado kind of talking to him after, but, you know, I got to think they're like, look, we have to say this to you because we don't want to get people hurt on our team. But in their minds, there's no way they're like, hey, what you did was wrong. There's no way they think that. So I'm just curious, how is he feeling now? Because, like, you can't suck the energy out of this guy. You need him to have energy so good for baseball. So he's not watching this. But if someone wants to send him this clip, do you, buddy. Just keep going. Don't worry about anything.
Yeah.
Just keep hitting lasers all over the field.
Eat shit, everyone else. That's what I'd say. What's your what to watch from the West?
Obviously, everyone should be watching Tatis today and every day. Mike Minor, careful with those inside changeups. I don't want to see 84 on the hip.
He can't. He cannot throw at Tatis.
Don't want to see 84 on that hip. Chase Tingler, eat a bug. Woodward, eat 2 bugs. The game I am watching, West Coast Jakey. Tough break for my Rocks last night. Freeland fought. I'm not going there. I am going to the Athletics versus the Diamondbacks. The D-backs are getting going. And the A's are slowing down a little bit. They're coming off of their win streak. The D-backs, man, they're starting to get it going. The A's have the pitching matchup tonight. Montes, the guy who's kind of stepped up to be their one starter, he comes in. I'm always looking for a stopper role. Frankie Montes, he's the guy that should be that guy. And Luke Dreamweaver has been struggling this year. I think the ERA starts with a 1. And when I say when it starts with a 1, it starts with 2 ones before the dot. So that ain't good. Luke was good for them last year. Figure it out, kid. And, yeah, I mean, if you're the A's, you're coming into this with your 1. Let's even up the series, and then let's take the series. If you're the Diamondbacks, I mean, this is your game where nobody's expecting anything out you. Go and get it. Go get it. Stay hot, D-backs. Go catch my Rockies. And I'll eat bugs on my Rocks if I have to. But, yeah, I'm watching that game.
Good watch.
I like that.
Thank you.
Good watch.
I like the Diamondbacks being competitive in that division. It's a good division to watch. There's a lot of fun baseball teams. The NL West, man, you got your Rocks, you got the Diamondbacks, the Pods, and obviously the Doyers.
Los Doyers.
They're a fun team,
it's a
man.
fun division.
They're a fun team. Cole Calhoun, the Martes.
What? My Padres are sitting right at 500. I took them to finish 1 game over 500. Where are your guys' win-loss prop bets at?
Bad.
I don't remember.
I talked myself into Orioles and Nats. Nats are off to a slow start, and the Orioles are the best team in the league.
I took the Tigers under which that's probably looking bad. Because I think it was
What was the
19.
under at,
Like
Jim?
19. It was bad.
Yeah, it was low.
Right now they've got 9 wins. So they need 10 more wins.
Yeah, maybe. And then I took the Dodgers over, which I think is
they look
looking really good.
17 wins, 17 and
They look
7. Yeah, it
good.
looks pretty damn good.
Okay.
I mean, a 708 winning percentage. We talked about that. Teams can just run away with it. Looks like the Yankees and the Dodgers are who we thought they were.
Yeah.
All right.
Jomtastic.
I got a good one for you, Trev. I'm gonna play a little ditty for you. Okay? You're gonna like this.
I
It's
love
one of the
this
best
song.
songs that we have here. Can you just make sure the drop is up?
The sun will come out, Tanaka. Bet your bottom dollar with Tanaka. The sun will shine. Tanaka.
Anyways, Tanaka versus Snell. It's not even being a Yankees homer. This is one of the premier matchups tonight. Two teams trying to be the head of the division. They squared off, and the Rays took 3 at home, so the Yankees are looking for a little revenge. You got Snell and Tank. Tank absolutely owns the Rays. I mean, he has a complete game shutout last 2 seasons against them. He shut them out. Did he no-hit them? What was he, a one-hitter earlier in the year versus them? What was it? 5 innings pitched, 1 hit. He came out at 59 pitches because of, he's not fully stretched out yet. So Tanaka versus the Rays is fun. Now, Snell has really decent numbers against the Yankees in Tampa. Snell's numbers at Yankee Stadium are garbage. So interesting to see here. And I think Jake said the Yankees might feel stung a little bit because the Rays took 2 of 3. They were doing a lot of yelling, a lot of chirping, which is fun. I don't think it was like terribly bad or unwritten rule, but it's just like I think the Yankees are like, okay, cool, we'll do that too. Yankees have a weird lineup, but everyone keeps hitting. It's a game to watch. Both teams set their pitching for this series, so they're coming in. It's Tanaka, Snell. Tomorrow it's Cole, Glass. Now it's going to be a fun set. That's
I love
what to
that.
watch for.
It's an excellent what to watch for. 2 excellent baseball teams going at it. You're making me a Tanaka fan.
Yeah, we know.
He's the best.
I
It's
thought
not-
he was 40 years old. He's
It's
not.
not hard to make someone a Tanaka fan. You literally just show pictures and videos of Tanaka.
That's not what made me a Tanaka fan.
Yeah.
I'm not really even sure why I'm starting to like Tanaka.
Yeah. That's how it starts.
His playoff numbers obviously pretty dang good. But I love that game. That's going to be a fun game to watch. 2 completely different teams.
Snell has a 5.82 ERA at the stadium in 11 starts.
It's going to be interesting. When the Yankees Rays series wrapped up, and we've seen this a few times through the years, and it's, Rays fans will be mad, but there's a little bit of a big brother effect. And, some of that does tie into a team with triple the payroll, so I'm not going to shy around any of that type of stuff. But the Rays were chirping a little bit last time, and the Yankees hate the Trop, just like everyone else. I wouldn't, in both, the Rays had a rest day. The Yankees essentially had a rest day, a.k.a. a win versus Boston. Both teams are coming into this fresh. This is their biggest series of the year so far. I think the Yankees are gonna try to flex on Big Bro a little bit. And hey, Tampa, they've got something that can neutralize any baseball team. Some good pitching. So excited to see what this series looks like.
Although Snell and Glasnow haven't really been good yet.
Not
Well,
so
Snell was
far.
good against the Red Sox.
Snell was good against the Red Sox.
Snell's been good. Glasnow needs to figure it out.
Yeah. I hope he comes so intense. It's too intense.
I feel like this game segues right into somebody's.
Yeah, but I did have a question which ruins the segue. Because I don't think it's a main topic. Talk about the turf. Jake says the Yankees hate playing there. Judge recently said that he got injured on the turf. He pulled his calf. It always happens with cleats in the outfield. Judge said he asked around and found out that Kiermaier and the others, they wear tennis shoes, sneakers on the turf, and then switch into cleats to hit. You played with these guys. Is that true? Is that common knowledge in the Rays clubhouse?
I think different guys do different things. I do know that a lot of guys will wear moldeds when they come play at the Trop, which are just kind of like the hard plastic spikes. And then if you want to dig into the box, a lot of times those things don't work. Moldeds are like super show. If you have like sick moldeds, it's super show. But I just didn't like digging into the box with them. So I could see why there would be a change like into metals, digging into home plate. But I don't remember anybody wearing shoes, man. Maybe they're just trying to mess with Judge.
Well, I think he said I think he means those like rubber cleats or whatever.
Yeah, maybe some like trainers, some like turf
turf
shoes
like
that.
Yeah. Anyway,
Turf shoes. Finally gotten to the Yankees.
The turf is ridiculous. It's not good for people. But what are you gonna do? I mean,
make a better ballpark.
You can't grow grass indoors in a dome like that.
There's ways around it. Don't.
You can't. Not that much grass.
Yeah, you can do it.
Get a new stadium.
Get a new stadium. Anyway, let's go. Switching to Homer Draft. It's the Homer Draft. Like we said earlier, hell of a day for the Homer Draft.
Wow.
I got 4 points on the board. The first time ever, Trev, that someone had both picks hit a homer, and I had both picks hit 2 homers. Luke Voigt, Luis Robert, 2 homers each, so they carry over for me. You had Tatis hit 2 for you. He carries over for you. Jake had Moncada hit 1 for him. That carries over for him. So we all will have more than 2 guys on the board today. Jake, do you want to go first?
Wow. Didn't see that coming. Thought we were going to stay with the Yanks and your guy. But, teaser, it's time I've dropped Dick. I let you boys have your fun. It's been great seeing you guys and competing with me. That's got to be a pretty special feeling for both of you. It is time. Mike Trout is coming out.
Now, you have previously said that the day you pick him, he won't homer. How are you feeling?
No. I said the day you bully me into picking him, he won't homer.
No, that's not.
And there's a good chance for that today, too. But the big thing here is Tatis passed him.
Oh, yeah.
And they're doing the dance right now. So Tatis got it going. And it was a decent matchup for him. I think he hit 1 yesterday because he just hits them, but Tatis hit 2. So Trevor Cahill for the Giants. Yeah, we're in Anaheim, Anna Slime. So Trouter gets it going. And then the guy that he'll be paired with in a lot of guys' minds for a long time, Bryce Harper. He gets to face that Red Sox pitching staff. They're in Fenway. If he accidentally hits one the other way, it's gone. And if he connects with one to right, it's gone anyway. So I am going with the Trout-Harper tag team. 2 guys linked together forever with the Moncada show continuing. Don't sleep on Yon.
Don't sleep on Yon. Trev, thoughts on Jake's picks?
I was actually doing a little research on my guy that we're going up against. I barely heard you.
Okay. Appreciate that.
How many home runs do you think Harper has at Fenway?
35.
Less? Less than that.
35.
Significantly less.
Oh, yeah. You went with Trout and Harper. Yeah, I mean, pretty good picks, dude. I can't believe those haven't been gone for you yet. I'm glad you saved them. Good luck with them.
2 home runs for Harper in Fenway.
How many games?
7.
Pretty good.
Yeah. 1 in 2012. He's like 10 years old then.
It's a youth.
Trev, do you want to go next?
Because Jake's tied for first place, you shouldn't be able to take Trout or Harper. That's like swinging at a 3-0 pitch.
Yeah. Have a little class.
That's the class, bro.
I've had a lot of things. I've never had class.
All right. Let me talk about mine.
Please.
You know, the Tatis Jr. Arena. I don't even know what to call it. Okay. His tour is ongoing. It's a residency at the Venetian.
The festival.
It's Coachella. It's everything wrapped into one. It's continuing tonight against Mike Minor. He might hit 3 home runs tonight. Wouldn't you love to see that?
I would.
So I got him carrying over, as Jim said. And then I went with a game matchup. And we have a guy making his debut for the Tigers. His name is awesome. It's Tariq Skubal. Like, what a name. Left-handed pitcher, 6'3". He's 23 years old. He throws cheese.
Yeah.
And he's got plus pitches, slider, curveball, changeup, all grade above 50 on the 20/80 scale. guess what? I don't care about that. Come to the show and do it in the show, and then we'll start praising you. So I'm taking 2 guys against him. I'm taking Eloy, and I'm taking Grandal. This guy's making his debut. I think you're going to be able to eliminate a few of his off-speed pitches because he's probably going to be nervous, and he's going to lay one of those heaters in about 95, 96. Homer time.
Homer time.
So I'm taking the right-handed bats against the young lefty making his debut. He's supposed to be pretty good, so this is going to be interesting to watch. But I just like guys that are there comfortable versus a guy who's making his debut.
I'm trying to see if Tariq Skubal and Luis Robert ever matched up in the minors. Because I have Robert going against Skubal, so we got a lot of White Sox on the board.
Wow.
And we have to be out of White Sox. And I
4
feel like
White Sox on the board.
I feel like we're always taking White Sox, especially when Boyd's there. And Boyd blows, huh? He gave up 3 homers, 2 homers? I forget.
I still am taking Anderson. He hit 2 yesterday.
Yeah.
And
Looks
I
like
almost did look
looks
an
like
idiot.
they haven't faced off against each other, Skubal and Robert, so that's disappointing because it would have been a cool tidbit to offer.
Okay.
I have Voit. I have Robert. I'm taking Gary Sanchez. He kind of owns Snell. He has 6 hits. I think 5 of them are home runs. Gary has hit 3 home runs in the last 4 games.
Have you not taken Sanchez before? I'm looking at the sheet right now.
I checked. I took him opening day.
Oh.
Oh, did we not change?
Oh.
I knew it.
Yeah, we combined the months. My bad. I forgot.
Wow.
Oh, baby.
I knew I had taken him before, but I forgot we combined them.
Illegal festival.
My
2
bad.
fouls.
My bad. I won't take Gary then. I'm still taking my second guy, Manny Machado.
You stole him from me.
Well, I had him first, and you tried to steal him, and then you couldn't because I had him protected. Is how it happened. Machado, they threw behind Machado's back last night. Machado has seen the media and the public come at him for being a punk before, so he thinks he's having Tatis back, but Tatis isn't a punk. But anyway, Machado wants to hit a home run because he wants to be like, they're trying to lump you in with me, man. We're not like that. And Tatis is like, well, you're kind of like that, Manny, but I'm not. Anyway, he's pissed because they threw behind him, so he's going to hit a home run just to shut everyone up. So I'm taking Machado, and then I have to audible here.
Ooh.
I'll stick with a Yankee just because I had that up.
No, it's Jim. I'll distract for a second while you gather. If we get a good 3-0 count in that Padres game, must-watch TV.
That is must-watch
That
TV.
is must-watch TV.
That is must-watch
If you're
TV.
not swinging today.
Yeah. I'll take
Thinking.
I'll take Hicks. I don't love it, but whatever. I got 4 guys on the ground. He hit a homer yesterday.
They won yesterday.
So I just wanted to easy take a Yankee. So, righty Hicks versus Snell. I don't love it, but I'll take him.
If you see my graphic, I was going to take Kike.
Ooh.
But
Kike,
audible
do
to
you love
Grandal.
me?
So I have Eloy and Grandal against the lefty today.
I love it.
4-batter homer draft. Trevor Plouffe has had the other
I went
4-batter
0 for.
homer draft. Went 0 for. A lot of pressure
This guy's wrong.
on JOMBOY.
It's actually smash it. New graphic Hicks.
Hicks.
So that's that. Let's move on. Jimmy's dumb prop bet of the day. Jake got it wrong yesterday. He ends his streak of being correct 4 in a row. He ends it. He chose that Boyd would give up more earned runs or less earned runs than Gallen and Bassett. Gallen and Bassett combined for 4 earned runs. Boyd gave up 3 earned runs, so it was a very, very close race there.
Gallen got left in. They were debating giving him 1 more inning, and then I think he loaded the bases instantly. No outs.
So Trev has the lead in Jimmy's dumb prop bet of the day. He's got 6 points. Jake has 5. I've got 4. The dumb prop bet of the day today, fellas, is Yankees starters versus Phillies Red Sox bullpen, K's versus earned runs.
Whoa,
so Tanaka and Snell's strikeouts versus the Phillies and Red Sox bullpen's earned runs.
So Tanaka and Snell, total strikeouts.
Yep. So
First.
say
I'll take Tanaka Snell strikeouts.
that's probably going to get you around 10 to 13 in my brain.
Tanaka Snell. I'm in.
You think they'll have more earned runs than the Phillies pen and the Phillies and Red Sox pen?
They'll have more strikeouts than the Phillies Red Sox pen, yes.
Phillies Red Sox pen earned runs.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll set that number at like 8.
Now you have to remember, the Phillies bullpen has the most earned, there's the worst ERA since the history of ERA, since 1912.
I'll set that number at 8. That's what my number is in my head, and I'm taking over 8 strikeouts for Tanaka and Snell.
Zeflin, Godley. Interesting to see if Tank dominates the Rays. Snell, it's just a matter of surviving the first inning for him, then he can settle down against the Yanks.
Yeah. Godley's never made it out, never seen the 5th inning. So
I'll go Sox-Phils. They stink.
So the Red Sox, you're gonna get 4 innings out of the Red Sox bullpen, probably, and I mean 5 innings. Godley's never eaten more than 4 innings. So every time he pitches, there's at least 5 innings of bullpen being out there. And Led Zeppelin.
Plus Harper's going yard.
Yeah, Led Zeppelin.
Couple times.
He can go deep enough. He can go deep, but it's Fenway. So I think I'm gonna take. I kind of see Tank like breezing through him with a lot of in-play outs, and Snell not lasting long enough to rack up Ks because he never lasts long at the Yankee Stadium. I'm gonna believe in Tank, and the out Snell does get will be strikeouts. So I'm gonna take Tank and Snell. So we all on the same?
No.
You're
Jake
taking
is
Red
not,
Sox.
yeah.
Jake's taking bullpen.
I do want to just make this point because Jake kind of has this attitude that he's just like dominating the homer draft and the prop bet.
Yeah.
But I am winning. I'm in first place in these 2 things.
I mean, I was as bad as it got at the prop bet. What are you talking about?
You were talking a lot of crap. You were just ahead. You won 4 in a row, 5 in a row, and you were getting super hot, and you wanted to talk a lot of crap. But in reality,
if talking crap is the statistics.
you were boasting. You were boasting.
If you want stats, I got them, kid.
Boaster. Jakey the boaster.
Boasting and toasting.
I got the real clear-cut winner in the whole Tatis thing, and I'm not going to share it here. I'll share it. I will save it for tidbits. I have someone who just absolutely has won this whole situation.
Teaser. All right. We're out. We got to go record the Trevor's Tidbits full episode. Check it out on the podcast app. If you're a patron, head on over to patreon.com/JOMBOY Media, and you can listen live and chat with us as we record. See you then. Enjoy the baseball.